Leading Schools in Disruptive Times. Chapter 5. The big idea I gathered from Chapter 5 was that new educational reform initiatives and accountability reports just keep coming at our school at a very fast pace. As a result, our educators keep shifting their efforts to keep up. Personally, I can relate to the massive amounts of testing at my school. It begins in the fall with PACT testing, to ACT testing, to benchmarks, to start testing by the first week of December. Then we begin again in the spring. Does this sound like educational reform? It sounds more like we have a massive amount of testing and labels that are currently undermining our schools. The challenge here is for educational leaders to re-examine the true goal of education, which should be growth. In other words, our schools should place more emphasis on growth than standard-based instruction. Chapter 6. The big idea I gathered from Chapter 6, Generational Differences, is that with new generations come new ideas, in the classroom and in the workplace, and with that they also bring new needs. Thus, we need to learn more about our millennials. We also need to learn more about our Generation Z, who enter our classroom on a daily basis. It is clear we need to understand our differences and embrace them in order to work together and create new methods and new types of learning spaces. This year, my principal actually had a roundtable discussion with students from Generation Z. Students were asked to express their likes and dislikes about the classroom instruction, classroom setting. This definitely stuck with me when one student said, "I dislike reading. I'd rather just watch a video." I realized today and I realized then that we need to adjust, adapt new methods and learning spaces for our students. The big idea I gathered from Chapter 7, Global Readiness, is that schools can become global by shifting their emphasis from singular focused testing to a new philosophy that balances the disruptions of testing and technology alike. It is clear that students no longer are supposed to just sit down and sit still every day and read a textbook and then take an exam to measure their knowledge. Those days are over. Our students need interaction, innovative teaching, and different activities that engage and formulate discussion in the classroom setting. After watching the video on traditional models of professional development, I concluded that just like our students are no longer expected to sit still and take a test, neither are educators. Professional developments need to also re-examine their practices and meet the needs of educators by providing interaction, new innovative strategies that integrate technology and provide reflection in the learning process.